Ralph Macchio, aka the first Karate Kid, just gave us his opinion on the new Karate Kid coming out in 2024. So Ralph Macchio, who plays Daniel LaRusso on Cobra Kai and the original Karate Kid, gave his opinion on the new Karate Kid reboot. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Sony announced in 2022 that they'll be rebooting the Karate Kid and doing another remake, not anywhere related to the Cobra Kai series or the Karate Kid universe at all. It is also not related to the 2010 Karate Kid with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. But let's just see what he has to say on the new Karate Kid reboot. Cobra Kai star Ralph Macchio recently offered an update on Sony's announced Karate Kid movie reboot. Macchio, who originated the role of Daniel LaRusso in the 1984 film, took part in 20 Questions on Deadline's podcast, where he answered the lack of enthusiasm for Sony's recently announced reboot film separate from Cobra Kai. I know it's on the slate. On the slate doesn't always mean it's going to theaters. So I don't know at what level that is and what exact story is being pursued. So basically he's saying he doesn't know much about the film, but he's not too excited for it, I believe. Um Machio said for me right now, it's about finishing Cobra Kai and making the best last season ever. But I haven't taken my phone off the hook. Doesn't completely understand why they're rebooting the Karate Kid movies, what I can understand. But let's just keep going. Last fall, Sony announced its new Karate Kid film to be slated for the release in 2024. Upon news of the announcement, Cobra Kai creators Hayden Schlossberg, Josh Heald, and John Hurwitz, I don't think they credited him in this. I thought he confirmed it too. Maybe it was just Josh and Hayden, but confirmed that they were not involved with the new film and would not feature any cast from the Netflix series. Though Machio remains in the dark, he promised his fans he would let them know when his status in the reboot changes. I think that in the future, or I maybe have nothing to do with it at all, Machio said. We'll talk when I know what's going on. So he doesn't have too much thrill for the movie, which makes complete sense. I mean, I think that the 2010 Karate Kid reboot or remake was a little necessary just because it hasn't been remade before, but now it's been remade and they want to do it again. And now at this point, it's just looking like a cash grab for Sony. But I still think it could be cool just to see another perspective on the Karate Kid film. All right, let's read this last little bit that's not related to Ralph Macchio, I don't think at all, but The Karate Kid Legacy, directed by John G. Alvinston and written by Robert Kamen in 1984. Karate Kids was a cinematic phenomenon centered on Machio's underdog and Daniel and Pat Morita's wise master, Mr. Miyagi. As one of the top highest grossing movies of 1984, The Karate Kid went to spawn 3 sequels, with 1986's The Karate Kid Part 2 and 1989's The Karate Kid Part 3. And 1994, the next Karate Kid starring Hilary Swank. Upon the release of Cobra Kai on YouTube Premium service, the series won over generations of fans with the premise that pushed the Miyagi-verse forward with familiar faces and new students for Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence, played by William Zabka, with the series entering its 6th and final season on Netflix. Sony Picture Television Studios President Catherine Pope teased some Cobra Kai spin-offs are in the development. They have some ideas in terms of expanding Cobra Kai and coming at the Karate Kid legacy in different ways, Pope said. All 5 existing seasons of Cobra Kai, as well as 3 Karate Kid movies, are available to stream on Netflix. Season 6 does not yet have an official release date, as Untitled, the Karate Kid film, is currently scheduled to hit theaters in June 7th, 2024. So I would imagine that season 6 will come out before the Karate Kid releases. I think Cobra Kai might come out in April or May of 2024. So a few months before we get to see the Karate Kid film. So it's a little more than a year away still. But this is actually very interesting just to see Ralph Macchio's perspective. And, he is the Karate Kid. He is the Karate Kid. So for everyone that thinks like it's not fair for him to give his opinion on something he doesn't know much about. Well, he was he's the star of the Miyagi-verse. He was the main character in all three Karate Kids. I mean, Mr. Miyagi was definitely one of them too. But I think it's fair that he doesn't believe that there's much importance to another remake. He didn't say this, but I think he does think that Sony's just trying to get a cash grab out of this film. I think that's what Sony's really trying to do out of this. But I still think it'll be cool to see another perspective on the Karate Kid universe. I'm not too fond of a new Karate Kid. I would rather get like more Cobra Kai spin-offs, but it still will be interesting to see the Karate Kid if it goes to theaters. I'll definitely check it out, obviously, and I'll put my review on the channel, but that's way more than a year away. So make sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on for more Karate Kid reboot news coming up and all Cobra Kai updates, breakdowns, theories, reactions, and all that good stuff. Subscribe and turn that notification bell on and like this video. And remember, a man can't stand, he can't fight.